smell better from head to toe, beat body odor, bad breath, and foot funk. Hi there. Have you ever caught a whiff of something and thought, "What's that smell?" Well, you're not alone. We all deal with body odors at some point. It's completely normal. But sometimes those smells can get a little stronger and a little harder to ignore. Today, we're going to talk about some very common concerns. 1. Body odor. 2. Foot odor, also called bromodosis. 3. Bad breath, also called halitosis. We'll cover why they happen, what can make them worse, and most importantly, what you can do to smell fresh and feel confident every single day. Let's get started. What is body odor? Let's start with the basics. Body odor is caused when sweat mixes with bacteria on your skin. Sweat by itself? It doesn't smell. But the bacteria that live on our skin feed on the sweat, and as they break it down, they release smelly compounds. That's what causes body odor. There are 2 types of sweat glands in our bodies. Eccrine glands, which cool us down. These are all over the body and don't cause odor. Apocrine glands, found mostly in the armpits and groin. These are the ones tied to body odor. Apocrine sweat contains proteins and fats that bacteria just love. That's why underarm odor can be stronger than sweat from your forehead or hands. What makes body odor worse? Now let's talk about what can make body odor worse. Poor hygiene. Not showering regularly allows bacteria to build up. Exercise or hot weather. More sweat means more for bacteria to break down. Being overweight. More folds, more sweat. Spicy foods, garlic, alcohol. These change how your sweat smells. Medications. Certain drugs can cause more sweating. Hormonal changes. Menopause, puberty, stress. All can increase odor. Even if you don't sweat a lot, your body odor might still be strong depending on your skin, S bacteria, and your body, ES chemistry. When body odor means something more, sometimes a change in body odor is more than just lifestyle. It could be a sign of a medical condition like diabetes, can cause fruity smelling sweat. Liver or kidney disease may smell bleachy or like ammonia. Skin infections, fungal or bacterial infections can cause a sudden strong smell. Trimethylaminuria, fish odor syndrome, a rare condition that affects how your body breaks down certain foods. If your body odor changes suddenly or smells odd and you're noticing other symptoms, it's time to see a doctor. How to reduce or get rid of body odor. Good news, body odor is treatable. Here are practical steps you can take. Daily habits. Wash with antibacterial soap. Shave underarms to reduce odor-trapping hair. Use antiperspirants, not just deodorants. They stop sweat. Wear clean clothes, especially socks and underwear. Choose breathable fabrics like cotton. Lifestyle changes. Cut back on foods like garlic, onions, and alcohol. Drink lots of water. Reduce stress. Medical or natural remedies. Botox for heavy underarm sweating. Prescription antiperspirants. Natural options. O baking soda paste, O lemon juice spray, O green tea compress, O apple cider vinegar. When to see a doctor if you've tried everything and still notice a strong odor, or if there are new symptoms. It is okay to ask your doctor. They might check for infections, thyroid issues, or other health concerns. Deodorant and antiperspirant. Now, before we wrap up, let us take a minute to talk about something most of us use every single day. Deodorant. Or is it antiperspirant? Or both? It is easy to grab whatever S on the shelf, especially during summer. But do you know the difference? Deodorants help stop odor. They work by killing bacteria on your skin with ingredients like triclosan, so the sweat doesn't smell. But here's something to know. While triclosan is effective, studies suggest it may disrupt hormones over time. Antiperspirants do something different. They stop the sweat before it starts by using aluminum-based ingredients. These block your sweat glands so less moisture reaches the skin. But, and this is important, some researchers are concerned that aluminum may mimic estrogen in the body, possibly affecting breast tissue. In fact, one study found more breast cancer diagnoses in women who used antiperspirants right after shaving, possibly because tiny nicks in the skin let the chemicals absorb more easily. Other ingredients to be mindful of. Parabens also mimic estrogen. Phthalates. linked to hormone issues in babies and men. Propylene glycol, a chemical that may irritate skin or organs in some people. But don't worry. If you're concerned, there are alternatives. You can find natural deodorants made with baking soda, coconut oil, or essential oils. Or if you're lucky, maybe you don't need deodorant at all. Yes, some people naturally don't smell much, even after a workout. And one last fun fact, men's and women's deodorants, mostly the same. It's the fragrance and packaging that differs. So take a look at your label sometime. It's your body, and you deserve to know what you're putting on it. The relationship between aging and bad odor. As we age, our bodies go through many changes, and one of them can be a change in body odor. Here's why. Changes in skin chemistry. Our skin's natural oils and sweat composition change with age. Older adults tend to produce less of some types of sweat, but the sweat they do produce can have different chemicals that bacteria break down into stronger odors. Aging sweat glands. The sweat glands, especially the apocrine glands that cause body odor, may become more active or change how they work. This can sometimes lead to a stronger or different smelling odor. Less frequent bathing or hygiene changes. Older adults might bathe less often due to mobility issues, sensitive skin, or other reasons, which can increase bacteria on the skin and lead to stronger odors. Diet and medication. Medications and diet change as we age, both of which can affect body odor. Certain medications can cause dry mouth or changes in sweat, and foods like garlic or spices can affect how we smell. Health conditions. Aging increases the risk of some medical conditions, like diabetes or kidney disease, that can cause unusual or strong body odors. Old person smell. Scientists have found that a chemical called 2-non-enol increases on the skin as we age. This compound has a distinctive old person smell, a kind of grassy, fatty odor that many people notice. In short, aging can change how your body smells because of changes in sweat, skin, hygiene habits, medications, diet, and health. But with good hygiene, a healthy lifestyle, and attention to health, you can manage body odor at any age. So what is old person smell? Old person smell refers to a distinct, often musty or greasy odor that is sometimes noticeable in elderly individuals. It's not about poor hygiene. Even clean, healthy older adults can have this natural scent. The science behind it. Researchers have found that as people age, their bodies produce more of a chemical called 2-non-enol. 2-non-enol is an unsaturated aldehyde. It has a grassy, greasy, slightly waxy scent. It's created when omega-7 fatty acids in the skin break down over time due to oxidation, a natural aging process. This compound sticks to clothing and fabrics, making the smell linger even after bathing. Why does this happen with age? 1. Changes in skin composition. With aging, skin's antioxidant protection weakens, leading to more oxidative stress. This triggers the production of 2-non-enol. 2. Decreased skin renewal. The skin renews itself more slowly, leading to buildup of oils and dead skin, a combo that contributes to the odor. 3. Hormonal changes. In older age, hormone levels drop, especially in women after menopause, altering how and where sweat and skin oils are produced. Can you prevent or reduce it? Yes. While you can't stop the aging process, you can reduce the intensity of this natural scent. Good hygiene. Regular bathing with antibacterial or pH-balanced soap. Exfoliation. Gently removing dead skin helps reduce odor buildup. Fresh clothes, wearing clean, breathable fabrics, like cotton, and washing them well. Diet. Eating more antioxidant-rich foods may help slow oxidative stress. Hydration and ventilation. Staying hydrated and airing out living spaces regularly. A note on respect. It's important to recognize that this is a natural part of aging, not something shameful. Just like baby powder smells or teenage body odor, this too is part of the human journey. Now, let's talk about bad breath and simple tips for a fresher smile. Bad breath, or as some folks call it, morning mouth or dragon breath. We've all had it at one time or another, maybe after coffee or a garlic-heavy dinner, or even just waking up. And if you're thinking, well, I've noticed mine isn't as fresh as it used to be, you're not alone. It's more common than you think, especially as we get older. But here's the good news. Most bad breath can be managed and even prevented with just a few simple steps. So today, I want to walk you through what causes bad breath, what you can do about it, and how to feel more confident with your smile again. Sounds good? All right, let's get into it. What causes bad breath? Let's start with the basics. Bad breath isn't usually about what you ate, though that can play a role. It's more often about what's going on in your mouth, or even your throat. Here are the most common causes. 1. Dry mouth. Now this one surprises people. Did you know saliva helps clean your mouth all day long? But as we age, we often make less saliva. Certain medications can also dry out the mouth. And when your mouth is dry, it gives odor-causing bacteria a place to grow. Ever notice your breath is worse in the morning? That's because your mouth dries out overnight. Totally normal, but it's one of the big reasons for morning breath. 2. Bacteria on the tongue. Yes, your tongue can hold onto a lot of bacteria, especially near the back. And that bacteria, it smells. That's why brushing your teeth alone isn't always enough. You've got to give your tongue a little attention too. 3. Dental issues. If you have gum disease, cavities, or even food stuck between dentures or teeth, it can lead to a smell. It's not because you've done anything wrong, but tiny bits of food can get trapped, and bacteria love that. 4. Certain foods or drinks. Garlic, onions, coffee, alcohol, they all leave behind strong smells. But that kind of bad breath usually goes away after a while, if it sticks around. That's when we look at other causes. 5. Health conditions. Sometimes bad breath is linked to things like sinus infections, post-nasal drip, that constant mucus in the back of the throat, or even acid reflux, where stomach acid comes up into the throat. If your breath doesn't improve no matter what you do, it might be worth checking with your doctor. Simple things you can do. You don't need fancy products or expensive treatments. Just a few small changes can make a big difference. Let's go through them together. 1. Brush your teeth twice a day. Sounds basic, I know, but it's not just about doing it, it's about doing it well. Use a soft bristled toothbrush. Brush for 2 full minutes. And don't forget the gum line. That's where bacteria like to hide. 2. Clean your tongue. This one's a game changer. You can buy a tongue scraper or just use the back of your toothbrush. Gently scrape from back to front once a day. You'll be amazed what comes off and how much fresher your mouth feels. 3. Drink more water. Keep that mouth moist. Try sipping water throughout the day. If your mouth feels dry, even chewing sugar-free gum or sucking on sugar-free mints can help. 4. Rinse, but skip the alcohol-based mouthwashes. Many mouthwashes contain alcohol, and that can dry out your mouth even more. Look for alcohol-free ones, especially those labeled for dry mouth or breath control. Or try a simple saltwater rinse at home. A glass of warm water, a pinch of salt, natural freshness. 5. Floss or clean between teeth once a day. Even if you only have a few teeth or dentures, you still need to clean between them. Food can hide in those spaces. And again, bacteria love to throw a little party in there. 6. Clean dentures or dental devices daily. If you wear dentures, partials, or retainers, those need cleaning too. Soak them overnight in a denture cleaner. Brush them gently before putting them back in, and never sleep with them in. Give your mouth a break. 7. See your dentist regularly. Even if you don't have many teeth left, regular checkups are still important. Dentists can check for gum disease, infections, and make sure everything's clean and comfortable. You don't need perfect teeth to have fresh breath, just healthy habits. Questions to think about. Let me ask you a few gentle questions just to reflect on. Do you wake up with a dry mouth? Are you drinking enough water during the day? When was the last time you cleaned your tongue? Do you wear dentures? And are you cleaning them daily? No shame here. These are just little clues that can help you figure out what might be going on. Remember, bad breath doesn't mean you're dirty or unhygienic. It just means your mouth needs a little extra care. So let's bring it all together. Bad breath happens to everyone. But with just a few small habits, brushing, cleaning your tongue, staying hydrated, you can feel fresher and more confident every day. You don't need to cover it up with mints or sprays. You can get to the root of it and take care of your mouth the way it deserves. And if something feels off, don't be afraid to bring it up with your dentist or doctor. They've heard it all, and they're there to help. Let's keep it simple. Brush twice a day, clean your tongue, drink plenty of water, clean between your teeth, care for dentures if you have them, see your dentist regularly. That's it. Your smile matters, and so do you. All right, now let's head south to your feet and talk about foot odor. Because sometimes the smell isn't coming from your armpits or your mouth. It is coming from your shoes. Why feet smell? Did you know your feet have more sweat glands than anywhere else on your body? Usually, sweat evaporates. But when you wear socks and shoes all day, especially the same ones every day, that moisture gets trapped. Now add bacteria, and boom, you've got bromodosis or foot odor. The smell? Most people describe it as cheesy, vinegary, or just plain strong. Other causes of smelly feet. Besides sweat, there are other reasons your feet might smell. Fungal infections like athlete's foot. Stress and anxiety. Hormone changes like puberty or menopause. Certain medications, drugs, or alcohol. Poor foot hygiene. Good news, there's a fix. Let's go over the ABCs of fresh feet. The ABCs of fresh feet. Afreiri kroner your feet. Wash them morning and evening with soap and warm water. Dry thoroughly, especially between the toes. Use a pumice stone to remove dead skin. Trim your nails straight across. Try foot deodorants or antiperspirants. Weekly foot soaks, e.g. tea tree oil, vinegar water. B. Your shoes. Never wear the same shoes 2 days in a row. Sprinkle baking soda inside to absorb moisture. Use disinfectant spray to kill bacteria. Let shoes air out in open, light-filled areas. Wear breathable materials. Leather, canvas. Go barefoot or wear open sandals at home. C. Your socks. Change socks daily or more if sweaty. Choose cotton or moisture-wicking fabrics. Wash inside out to remove dead skin. Avoid nylon or synthetic socks when possible. When to see a doctor. If foot odor doesn't go away, or comes with itchiness, cracks, or redness, you might have an infection like an athlete's foot. That's the time to talk with a doctor or podiatrist for treatment. So let's wrap it up. Body odor, foot odor, or bad breath are normal, but if they're getting in the way of your confidence or comfort, there's a lot you can do. For body odor, keep clean, both body and clothes, including underwear. Use the right products, watch your diet. For bad breath, ensure oral hygiene. For foot odor, follow the ABCs. A. Clean your feet. B. Rotate your shoes. C. Fresh socks every day. And don't forget, if something smells off, especially suddenly, it's okay to check in with your doctor. It could be your body's way of asking for a little help. You deserve to feel fresh, clean, and confident every single day.